Thank you so much. Lovely young audience we've got in tonight. That's good. I'm not being sarcastic. I've just come back from working on a cruise ship where the average age of the passenger was dead. So this is really nice. Oh, what a joy. September the 1st, summer's over. I know, what summer? Nothing. Shit, wasn't it? Personally, I'm quite pleased because British people can't handle the heat. We think we can handle the heat, but we can't. I live in London, it's just shit. You get a couple of hot days, but I'm roasting. How hot do you think it is now? These endless conversations. How hot do you think it is? I don't know. I can't move, my plimsolls have melted. It's right. Oh gosh, I'm sweltering. It's close, isn't it close? It's a sticky sort of heat. This pathetic attempt we have at cooling ourselves down, I've only ever seen British people do. If somebody can explain to me what this is all about. Occasionally coupled with... Is that working? Not really. I look really attractive. The only time there's any effort to move in the heat at all is on the appearance of a wasp, isn't it? When a wasp appears, British people go mental. The rest of the time it's too hot. I can't move. Fuck off! 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 Is it on my neck? Is it on my neck? Fuck off! As if swearing is going to make any difference. As if the wasp's going to return to its nest, you're home early. I know this bloke told me to fuck off. You should be out collecting pollen. I've got hay fever. It's too hot. Mini heatwave in London. I overheard somebody say, you know, it's hotter here today than it is in Jamaica. What's the fucking relevance of that? It's hotter here today than it is in Jamaica. Do you think people in Jamaica going, it's time for us to move to North London, this is bullshit? I'm freezing my ass up. Thank you for being a perfectly comedy savvy audience, because if I did that in London, people would go, oh no, they can't do accents, no. I must hide amongst my pile of guardians. Oh. Relax. It's weird, isn't it, what accents you can and can't do. I was discussing this with a friend of mine, a Chinese guy called Michael Chan. And I said to Michael, why can't you do the Chinese accent as a comedian? You're allowed to do other accents. And he said, I feel the tension in the room. He said, I've got no idea, mate, because he's from Birmingham. It's funny because I'm sensing there's a smattering of you going, I'd quite like if you'd done the Chinese accent. Not big, not clever. Stop, behave. So yeah, tedious conversation that was, the hot weather. And we're very good, we're very practiced, aren't we, in the UK with tedious conversations. I was supposed to be here a while back and then COVID hit in. That was the last time there was that complete national just level of bullshit conversation. And there's still smatterings of it now. I mean, I'm sure you've all been privy to the, have you had COVID? Do you remember this? Have you had COVID? Have you had COVID? Became a bit competitive. I've had it 4 times. I've had COVID 4 times. I've had 9 times. I died and came back from life. Oh, no. I think I might have. It could have been flu, I don't know. I couldn't taste olives for 3 days. I actually heard somebody say this. I couldn't taste olives for 3 days. That must have been awful. Well, not really. I don't like olives. Have you had your jab? Have you been jabbed? Have you had your jab? Which one? AstraZeneca? Oh, I had Pfizer. Any side effects? Yeah, it made me even more tedious than they already are. The only break we had in London was from the tedious COVID conversation. We had a bit of flooding. People in London aren't used to flooding. I know it's pretty regular up here, but in London people go, oh God, flooding, oh God, oh God. That's the overview of how people talk in London. Oh God, flooding. No consonants, only vowels. Oh God, oh God. Asparagus. That's his youngest child. It's a joy to come here. It's a bit of a drive, but it is. I don't like it. London comedy clubs. I did a show recently. There's a guy in the audience. I said, "What do you do for a living?" We're just having a chat. That's all this is about. It's just having a chat, getting to know people. He said to me, "If you really must know, if you really must know, if you really must know what I do for a living." I couldn't give a shit either. He said, "I work as a sandwich designer for Marks and Spencer's." Whoa. Proud. He was proud of being a sandwich designer. Right, that's a tough job. You could do that from home, couldn't you? Yeah, triangles again. Oh, I'm shattered. When will it end? Best job I ever heard was a guy in Glasgow. There's a fantastic comedy club in Glasgow called The Stand. I said to a fellow at the front, I said, "What do you do for a living?" He said, "Right." He said, "What do you do, Paul? Right, Paul. What do you do, Paul?" And I didn't want to correct him that my name's not Paul. But anyway. There was like error of judgment. "Oh, you're stabbing me to death." He says, "What I do, Paul? Right, what I do for a living, Paul? I sell gravestones. That's what I do. I sell gravestones." Sell gravestones? I'd never heard of that job before. How the fuck does that? Was that door to door? Ding dong. Are you well? Oh yeah. Oh my God, Jeremy, there's flooding. Oh, I hadn't forgotten. Flooding. There's a talk of London, there's flooding. My entire basement is completely ruined. How will the staff survive? Don't worry, Rupert, they all came over on a boat. Oh yes, I forgot. People applauding now, you're bizarre. But funky, I like that. Because what I used to in London, we see it on the news every year. Normally it's sort of Yorkshire Dales area, it's the same couple every year, it's Groundhog Day. The same couple who got the flooding blight, it's just been year after year after year. Same bloke standing in front of his house. Raincoat, sou'wester, hat, disappointment, just standing in front of his house. Same news team. It's Groundhog Day, 15 years it's been going on. Every year floods come. They come every year. You're the Margaret. That's right, Brian. Every year floods come. Aye, every year floods come. Regular as clockwork. There's nothing we can do. Oh, there's nothing we can do. Active guard. Everything ruined. Aye, everything ruined. Carpets, upholstery, dog, everything gone. There's nothing we can do. It's always the same thing they say. There's nothing we can do. How about fucking move? I mean, it's been happening 15 years. And I know that's a bit of a privileged London attitude, and I live in London and I'm not mad keen about it. I know there's a suspicion, as an example. I'm at King's Cross Station a couple of days ago, a fella comes up to me, he goes, "Excuse me, mate," a real London guy. He says, "Excuse me, mate, have you got the right time?" Have you got the right time? So now I'm thinking, great, I look like the sort of person who fucking lies about the time. Because he was quite specific. Have you got the right? I've been lied to before, you see. Have you got the right time? Not have you got the time, have you got the right time? What did you think was going to happen if you just said, "Have you got the time?" I was going to, fucking midnight. Still light out. "Oh, you wanna know the right time?" Well, why didn't you say? Who lies to you about the time? Apart from the rail network, I can't think of anyone. Which no one here has ever noticed, let's be honest. We're too busy wandering up and down that train carriage, aren't we, staring at those signs. This plug socket for laptop and mobile phone use only. Because there's me with my iron and ironing board. I was It's got to be somewhere for me. Fuck it, I'm taking my chances. Yes, God, I'm breaking the law, but there's a fella in Coach J and he's blending a smoothie. It's amazing. Done recently on the train, so I think I wasn't happy about this. You'd be the judge. I think this was very unfair. 160 quid fine. There's a bloke sitting opposite me, blue corduroy trousers and brown shoes, so I hit the emergency alarm. When the guard came over, he said, "What seems to be the problem?" I said, "Well, you said if you see something that doesn't look right, contact a member of staff. I've seen it, I've said it, can you sort it?" And he said, "Sorted or sorted?" I said, "Nobody knows." Weird London, weird, suspicious and doubting. Wish people were more straight. This guy's put a sign up in our street, "Have you seen our cat?" Which I presume is missing. I don't think he's showing off. Check out, yeah. He's got another sign in his garage, "No parking, driveway in constant use." Oh. It pisses me off, people. Driveway in constant, it's the constant bit that upsets me. "No parking, driveway in constant use." That's right, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, all years of my time. What are you, a fucking hospital? What are you talking about? It's not technically possible, is it, to be constantly using your driveway? Unless the bloke that owns the driveway is claustrophobic and agoraphobic. "I can't stay in, I can't go out, I can't stay in, I can't go out, I can't stay in, I can't go..." Oh, I think I've just seen your cat. Can't say hello anymore. When I was a kid, many years ago, you could say hello. Hello is now suspicious. And people say hello, it all sounds accusatory. Hello. People don't say hello. If you notice, people don't say hello. 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 Why are you here? Hello. Why are you rifling through my bin? Hello. Even all right, you're all right. You know, this is the thing, don't you? All right, you see someone in the morning, all right, and then you go, all right, and you hope the exchange is over. You hope that they are all right. You don't want them not to be all right, especially if it's fucking raining. You don't need that. "You're all right? Yeah, you're all right." And you hope you move on. The last thing you want is, "You're all right?" "No, I'm not all right, actually. Thanks for asking." Great. Yeah, I got out of the shower a couple of days ago. I noticed a small mole on my shoulder, and I'm a bit concerned, and it's grown now, and about a week ago I've had a biopsy, so I'm technically not all right as I'm waiting for the results of whether or not it's cancer, but thank you for asking. And you're standing there going, "Oh, fuck. I missed my bus." Speaking of buses, you can't get off the bus in London and thank the driver without him thinking of being sarcastic. How depressing is that? "Thank you very much, driver. I was going as fast as I fucking could." Doesn't happen anywhere else. I travel up and down the country doing shows. Last month I was in Newcastle for a few days. Lovely, friendly, cuddly, gorgeous people, the Geordies. They thank the driver when they get off the bus. I'm sure it's the same here. It's not a big deal. It's the way it should be. And I think the Geordies are that nicer people. I think if the bus ended up in a horrendous crash and was on its roof, as the passengers were being stretched off, they'd still thank the driver. I am convinced, by the way. One by one, they're coming off the bus. "Thank you very much, driver. Thank you very much. Cheers, driver. Thanks for a lovely journey. Thank you very much." The driver would be in a neck brace going, "Well, I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I will give you your money back, but I'm paralysed from the neck down." So I am Mark Mayer, taking the piss out of accents. I'm Mark Mayer, actually technically Meyer. My dad is German, he's 93 years old, he's still alive. And I say that because I'm very, and people say to me, "Oh, 93, he's had a good innings." I hate these fucking stupid little throwaway. He's had a good innings, his fiddle is not dead. And second of all, he hates cricket, so just fucking shut up. He likes tennis. "Oh, 93, he's had a good rally. He's had a long rally, hasn't he? He's had a long rally." And he's pronounced it Meyer. My dad was born in Berlin. 93 years old. Meyer is the correct pronunciation. I've always said Mayer. I just think it's friendlier, less Germanic. I don't know if there are any German people. Probably it's unlikely as it is a night of comedy. But I did my shows, I've done my shows, and I've done shows occasionally. And I always say Mayor, and my dad was in the audience not that long ago, came to a show, and I said, good evening, my name's Mark Mayer, and suddenly from the back of the venue I heard, it's my